Let us start today's news. Rahul Gandhi tenders an unconditional apology to the Supreme Court. Rahul Gandhi used the term Chaukidar Chor Hai. The watchman is a thief. Generally, the people should respect the decency and dignity of the institution. If we are allowed to speak and criticize the institutions, the credibility of the institutions will be lost. Might be some judges show bias, or might be some issues might flare up, but the institution of judiciary is very important, and it is not generally institutions that fail, but people who run the institutions will make the institutions fail temporarily, but the value and credibility of the institutions should be protected forever. Gandhi told his comments are unintentional, non-willful and inadvertent. He has given the comments without any intention. And the Supreme Court agrees with the Election Commission on clean chit to Narendra Modi. As you all know, many speeches of Narendra Modi and Amit Shah were under scrutiny. Many speeches of Narendra Modi and Amit Shah were under scrutiny, and Supreme Court now justified the action of Election Commission. Let's see, there was a criticism on Election Commission that Election Commission is showing bias, is showing partiality. Next important article which you should remember: 4 children die of food poisoning in Adilabad. The tribe name is very important, Kolam tribe, Kolam, Aboriginal Kolam tribe in Adilabad. The tribes are very important. Aboriginal Kolam tribe in Adilabad. The particular tribe is very important. Coming back, with respect to Iran, before Donald Trump, America, there was Barack Hussein Obama. Barack Hussein Obama wanted to have peace deal with Iran. Finally, P5+1 talks, P5+1 talks were conducted. JCPOA was signed. JCPOA. And through JCPOA, Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action. JCPOA, Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action. Some sanctions on Iran were lifted, and Iran also promised some restrictions on its nuclear technology, research in nuclear technology and nuclear technology. Now, after Trump coming into power, Trump have withdrawn the peace deal with Iran. Now Trump also said those countries who are importing oil from Iran should stop, otherwise there will be sanctions. Including India, they should stop. Till now we used to enjoy sanction waiver. Now sanctions will apply to us also. And Iran told, now I am also partially withdrawing from JCPOA. I am not going to obliged by the nuclear curbs or commitments to stop our nuclear technology or nuclear harnessing technology on the lines of JCPOA. This is the thing that is going on. So, and in the today's newspaper, Hindu newspaper, in the editorial page, in the single file, there was a news about India-US relations. India-United States of America relations. India is the world's largest democracy. USA is the world's oldest democracy. Particularly after 2001, India-US relations are growing stronger, and with 2006 India-US nuclear deal, 2006 India-US nuclear deal, India-US relationship have further strengthened, and USA and India have signed many agreements like LEMOA for logistic support. The only agreement that was left was BECA, BECA. Last year, to make India a strong defense partner, USA have given STA to India, Strategic Trade Authorization. With STA, India will get top priority, like NATO countries, to purchase and sell defense equipment with America. This is called STA, Strategic Trade Authorization. But American pharmaceutical companies have issues on India. Trump, as a businessman, before becoming the president of America, he was a businessman. He warned that Indian trade should be very much open to American goods and American businesses, which India is not that favorable of, because America wants free market access, but it's not very easy in India. In such a scenario, till now India used to enjoy GSP, Generalized System of Preferences, where Indian goods will be most of the Indian goods under GSP will be exported to America at a cheaper duties. So now India will lose this privilege of GSP. Definitely Indian businesses will get affected by this GSP. Indian business to America, that is Indian exports to America, definitely in America it will be costly, they will be discouraged. So in this scenario, India-US relations, particularly in trade, might receive a setback. India-US relations, particularly in trade, might receive a setback. So this is the issue that was mentioned in the article. Coming to today's newspaper, Hindu, 7th page. Coming to 7th page in the newspaper, ASI identifies rare Indian artifacts seized from smuggler. Archaeological Survey of India have identified that more than 100 Indian artifacts were smuggled to USA by a smuggler named Subhash Kapoor. Okay, here the artifacts and the issues relating to that you have to remember. And coming to today's editorial, Alternative Dreams. Alternative Dreams. You all know our Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao went to Kerala. He met Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan. And there are two strong political parties in the center generally share the power alternatively, Congress and the BJP. But KCR, the Telangana Chief Minister, and Chandrababu Naidu, the Andhra Chief Minister, they are all trying their best to form one more alternative to that. This is the reason why there is a heading, Alternative Dreams. So initially KCR tried with DMK and RJD and JD, but they are favoring Congress. So now again he is trying with Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan. He is also trying with Biju Janata Dal and other parties. There are two types of things which you have to remember: pre-election coalitions and post-election coalitions. Pre-election, it's really good because people will understand that they are coming together. Post-election, just to form the government, they do. For example, in Karnataka last year, Congress and BJP fought a hard battle, but nobody got the sufficient majority to form the government. Congress and BJP fought the battle, but nobody got the sufficient majority to form the government. So, JDS, Janata Dal Secular, headed by Kumaraswamy, became the Chief Minister by giving support to Congress. The same hung-like atmosphere might come up in Parliament polls also this time, you might see coalition politics. To be ready for that, if at all possible, play a big game in the coalition. Both the chief ministers of Telugu states are trying their level best. This is a message from the article. Done? A next article, Begusarai. Begusarai is a place in Bihar from which Kanhaiya Kumar, the leader of JNU, student leader from JNU, is fighting elections. He is fighting elections through Communist Party of India, and the article discusses about Begusarai, its combination of population, Muslims, OBCs and other things, his chances and Hindutva ideology, upper caste, how they are going to support all these things. And a travesty of justice. A travesty of justice. As you all know, from last 1 week, every day news article is coming about sexual harassment allegations on Chief Justice of India, and in-house committee was appointed by Justice Bogde. Finally, they said there is no substance, no evidence against Chief Justice of India committing the sexual harassment, but the complainant have given on 2 issues. One is sexual harassment, second is victimization. And judges, the in-house committee, without entertaining anyone, without telling the report out, without revealing anything out, without telling that what evidence it has collected, what examinations it have made, it have said there is no evidence that Chief Justice of India have committed such a sexual harassment. So the other is telling it's travesty of justice. They are diverting the justice. And in India, we have rule of law. Be you ever so high, the law is above you. You might be Chief Justice of India and the woman might be ordinary woman, but law should be applicable to you all equally if you have done something wrong. So this is what. And I told you, in today's newspaper, there are 2 important things, very important. First is circle of life. First is circle of life. There is a report released by IPBES. Report of IPBES, Intergovernmental Science Policy Platform. IPBES, Intergovernmental Science Policy Platform on Biodiversity and Ecosystem Services. IPBES. This report is in news. Here comes gist of the article. Listen. According to the report, nobody is bothering about climate change. Unsustainable use of resources. It might be marine resources, terrestrial resources, and unsustainable use of water, soil, all these things ending up in extinction of 1 million species in the nearby decades. 1 million species. And more importantly, according to the report, plastic pollution, marine plastic pollution is affecting many marine species, as far as 267 species living in the marine ecosystem. Ecosystems themselves are losing their capacity. And in the report, they also said even agriculture is a major reason for loss of ecosystems. The use of fertilizers, pesticides, the converting of forest land into agricultural land, the converting of agricultural land or forest land into industrial land, all these things are the reasons. All these things are the reasons. See, we should have proper ecosystem, ecological balance for our food security, fresh air, clean water and all these things. In fact, today, if you want to eat food, including the mangoes which we like in the summer, we think 10 times whether the mangoes are organic or not. And if you want to drink a glass of water offered by a stranger, we'll think again 10 times whether the water is pure or not. In such a scenario, fresh water, organic food and marine life, particular fishes and all these things, climate change issues, we are making unsustainable use. Unsustainable use. And more importantly, here, ecological economists. Ecological economy is a relationship between ecology and economy where the impact of ecological issues on economy and how our ecology will be disturbed. We bother about growth rates, but whether we are going with growth rates in favor of sustainable growth or unsustainable growth. Any growth level which affects the environment will not last long. Any growth which affects the environment will not last long. So this report says with this new biodiversity problems issues, definitely there will be effect in the world. Wild varieties of many plants and animals will not be available. Wild varieties of many plants and animals will not be available. And the report also says food production, particularly fuel, all these things will get affected. So this report of Intergovernmental Science Policy Platform of Biodiversity and Ecosystem Services, very important for prelims and mains, particularly upcoming mains. Okay, IPBES report, all of you should remember and make a note of it, and you should do some more research on this. Okay, next important article for today. A wake-up call on proprietary seeds. A wake-up call on proprietary seeds. Listen, Monsanto, PepsiCo, these are all the MNCs which claim proprietorship on seeds. In India, we have an act called Protection of Plant Varieties and Farmers' Rights Act. We have an act called Protection of Plant Varieties and Farmers' Rights Act. For example, you are a company. You have done a lot of research and you have prepared a new plant variety or a seed and you claim ownership over it, IPR over it, intellectual property right over it. You claim IPR over it, intellectual property, because you have made research, you have made a lot of research, and through such research, PepsiCo have created a potato variety called FC5. Potato variety called FC5. This particular potato variety is used in Lay's chips, to make Lay's chips, and PepsiCo have authorized to cultivate this particular variety to the few farmers, and they have to sell only to PepsiCo. And PepsiCo has said that according to section 28 of Protection of Plant Varieties and Farmers' Rights Act, it has exclusive rights over FC5 variety. It has exclusive rights over FC5 variety. Whereas farmers say that under section 39 of the Act, farmers have the right to save, use, sow, resow, exchange, share, sell the variety of FC5. They can use it without making it as a branded item. So they cannot sell it as a brand, but they have the right to sell it. So this is the case of farmers, and here this is called farmers' privilege. This is called farmers' privilege. Here you should understand a point. Why farmers go with proprietary seeds? What are proprietary seeds? The proprietary seeds are the seeds which companies own the variety. They claim the proprietorship rights over the seeds. Why they go with that? Farmers think that proprietary seeds are very lucrative. Farmers are ignoring their basic seeds. Basic seeds. See, there are areas geographically which are very they have some their climatic conditions in which the farmers can cultivate localized products. Here they have used the word heterogeneous for that. Farmers are ignoring that. They are after proprietary seeds. The other says in the article, first of all, farmers should get awareness and education. There should be incentives for the farmers who go with localized cultivation methods and local knowledge, local seeds. Second thing is there should be data, because with the advent of commercial farming, with the advent of contract farming, with the advent of hybrid variety of seeds, we are losing our local cultivation, local seeds. That we have to maintain a database, otherwise it will be lost. The leftover things will also be lost. And it also says that invaluable traditional ecological knowledge should be protected. Invaluable traditional ecological knowledge should be protected. This is the entire issue. But fortunately, the news have erupted in the social media in order to incur the wrath. Initially, PepsiCo have started this lawsuit. Finally, PepsiCo, it seems that, no official communication, it seems that PepsiCo have itself withdrawn the suit. You know, PepsiCo asked two farmers, each of them to pay 1 crore rupees as damages. Asking each of them to pay 1 crore rupees as damages. Let's stop current affairs today.